92. We are number one in the streets.
Power 92, we are number one in the streets. I got to give my guest, Normani, a drum roll. What's up?
What's up, girl?
Now, we already talked a little bit.
We did.
And we know that people don't give you drum rolls.
No, nobody gives me a drum roll.
We're gonna
I feel
try
like
to...
I have to make that like a thing
We gotta
before I
make
do
that a
every
thing.
interview.
Yes.
I need a drum roll, or you
Tell
can
they ass I can't do this interview if you don't
give
drum
me no
roll
drum
me.
roll. Give me an
Okay. So, congratulations on all of your success.
Thank you.
Okay. Every time they tell me I have an interview, I stalk. I do a lot of research. I just want to get to know
gosh,
you.
what'd you find out?
You know, I found out really good things. Really good things. There was nothing bad unless you got something bad for me.
I won't say anything.
You're like, I'm not
if you
gonna
ain't find it.
No, but you know, I'm really happy for you. You started at 15.
Yes, I did.
And
Very
you're
young.
almost 22.
I'm almost 22, May 31st.
Mm-hmm. And that means you're a Gemini.
Mm-hmm.
And we briefly talked about Geminis off air. And you
Two
know,
sides.
she's such a Gemini.
Yes.
Has that ever been
I could be so sweet, but I can also be your worst nightmare.
Really?
I'm joking.
She's not though. She's not. Tour manager confirmed it.
She was like, you agreed a little too fast.
Well, I'm an Aquarius and they say we're real crazy. And I embrace it because we are.
Yeah, embrace your crazy.
Yeah,
girl.
like why not?
I mean,
And there's levels of crazy.
no, for sure.
People say I look crazy
What
too.
kind of? No,
I think I look sweet.
you look sweet.
Thanks.
I mean, you look like if you do get on your bad side, though.
Look, I'm from the east side of Chicago.
It's all in the hoops.
And I got the hoops on. You know, I'm not a fighter though. I'm not anymore.
Good.
I got past that. But X Factor is that where it all started?
X Factor, yeah, is where it started.
So how did that happen? Like, did you see an application online? Like, what was it that made you be like, you know, I'm tired of my regular life. I want to be lit.
I want to be lit. Honestly, it was my mom.
Oh, okay.
She followed the shows for some time, and I was supposed to audition, I think, the season before.
Okay.
But I made up some excuse. Like, I was really shy.
Really?
Yeah, growing up, especially when it came to, like, my talents, whether it been dance. I remember the first performance or dance competition that I did. I had my very first solo. I forgot the dance, and I, like, ran off stage, right, and started crying. But then I came back, redid it, and I, like, won first place. So it was just that mental and me like always psyching myself out. So I made up an excuse. I was like, oh no, I have a dance competition this weekend. I can't miss.
Right.
So I didn't end up going that year. So I auditioned for the next season, and it's such a process.
Is it?
Oh my God, you're out there all day, like thousands and thousands of people. You know, you even have the extra people trying to like sing in front of everybody to.
And you're the one in the cut, like,
yeah, I'm like,
I'm Gucci.
I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna do what I do, like, once the time is right.
Mm-hmm.
And so I ended up getting a call. I think you had to wait, like, probably a month or two.
Okay.
And I remember getting the call. I didn't expect to get anything out of it.
Really?
I was just like, if not anything else, like, just the experience. My mom, that was her main thing. She was like, even if you don't get anything out of it, like, at least just go for the sake of auditioning and getting used to singing in front of large groups of people like that. So I did, and I got a call.
And yeah, and then years later, you're who you are today.
That's history.
Like, is it still like unbelievable to you?
No, it's pretty surreal, especially considering this is something that this is my dream.
Yeah.
This is what I feel like I was born and destined
That's so cool.
to do. I didn't necessarily know how I was going to get to this point. I knew that it was always something that I wanted to achieve and to become my reality. But like I said, nothing could prepare me.
Yeah.
Right.
Everyone has such a unique story.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, you know, sometimes like I even think about it like, I can't believe where I'm at.
Right.
Sometimes because, you know,
It's a blessing.
It is. It's a big, big blessing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big, 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 big blessing. But I love what you're doing. You're about to be 22 and you've just got a lot underneath your belt.
Thank you.
Like, does it ever become overwhelming for you?
For sure.
Yeah.
I would be lying if I said no. Most definitely. And like I said, just being in the public eye and growing up within that space and in front of everybody having an opinion on you can definitely, I guess, play with you mentally, but it's just about getting back to yourself and just remembering who you are, where you come from. Like for me, I'm very family oriented, so having my mom on the road, my dad, he's still at home like working. My grandma's holding the house down. And I have my best friend on the road too, so just having them makes me feel like I'm
little,
not that far away.
Because you have home with you almost, like wherever you're going.
Home on the road.
That's really cool. How does your family feel about like everything that you got going on?
Oh, they're proud.
Like, do they brag on you? I'm sure. Oh, God. I'm sure they don't stop.
You have to meet my grandma. She'll literally be in line at Walmart, right? And she's getting checked out, and she'll tell the cashier, "Oh, do you know my granddaughter? Oh, I'm sure you know my granddaughter." Like random.
I know you know her. Hello.
She's in Fifth Harmony. Oh, she has a song, "Love Lies." It's so funny too because she was helping stream like most of the views on YouTube. Were probably my grandma.
All the views came from grandma.
She literally texts me or talks to her in the morning. She's like, I did my, like, as if it's part of her daily routine. She's like, I sat on YouTube for an hour and just streamed it.
That's so sweet. So like that support is so real. Cause like, I feel like a lot of times with our industry, like, my parents were like, no. Don't do it. We want you to be a doctor, a lawyer, something that you know for sure there's security and
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
And so it is scary. I mean, even for me, like stepping outside of the group, I think that's a good point that you just made up. But me being established, but also being a new artist, that's scary for me as well.
Yeah,
you know, something that I've known and have felt safe in being part of for so long, and now it's just me. It's really a leap of faith. So.
How did that happen for you where you were like, you know what, I think I sort of want to branch and kind of do something solo outside of Fifth Harmony?
I think it was a mutual agreement.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that it was just kind of the right time. You know, we went in with the mentality of being individual solo artists and being able to make music that we believed in wholeheartedly, individually. But then we got put together, obviously, on the show. And it was some of the best years of my life that I don't take for granted. But I will definitely say I feel like I was not fully represented. Okay. And I speak for all of
Fair
us.
enough, yeah.
It was for the entity. Fifth Harmony is its own person.
Yeah.
And we just make up
what it is. I like how you put that. Yeah. That's really cool. So are all the other ladies branching off too and doing solo stuff too? Okay,
we're
that's
all
really
in our
cool.
own space. I'm excited to see what everybody comes out with. We're super supportive. So
I want to scale back just a little bit when we were talking about at 15 is when things really started popping for you. Were you not able to go to high school dances? Were you not able to go to prom?
Just talking about this.
Really?
I felt like, because I was homeschooled since 6th grade.
Okay.
And for high school, I wanted to audition for this performing arts school. Fun fact, Beyonce actually went there for a year.
And
then things started popping off with Destiny's Child.
Right.
I auditioned and I didn't make it. I auditioned for the dance division and also musical theater.
Okay.
And I didn't make either. And I remember being just so devastated. But my parents came into the room and they like broke the news to me, and I was just like bawling. But in that moment, God prepared me for this. You know, he kept me from going to school or like making it because he knew that he had something even greater for me. So
were there times where you were like, dang, I want to go to homecoming and I want to go to the football games?
Yeah, I never got a chance to go to like the football games or be like a cheerleader.
Yeah.
Do all the social stuff, even the parties. Like I feel like, I was very involved in dance. But everybody just having conversations about like high school and like regular teenage stuff.
Yeah. But can you imagine?
Wasn't part of.
Can you imagine like what they were thinking looking at what you're going through? Like they're probably like,
it's always like
I want to be here
now. Greener on the other. Yeah. I mean, even after being in the group for so long, like all my friends, every time I would go back home, everybody's in college. It's like life continues to go on, whether you want to believe it or not.
Do they treat you differently when you go back home?
No.
No, really? I'm surprised.
No, not the real ones anyway.
Okay, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Do a lot of, so this happened to me, and I use myself in as example because, I've seen it happen, but people that I never talked to in high school, they'll be like,
pop up.
man, my girl Maha, she's so lit. Like, she's doing this. I'm like, gee, we never used to talk.
You never
Like,
even supported me.
You waited till I popped.
You're like, you fake.
So do you get a lot of that?
I would say, but I know how to separate myself.
I bet your circle is really small now, too.
It's very tight.
Who do you keep in your circle now?
Mom, dad, grandma, best friend.
Family, yeah.
That's it.
Because, I mean...
And I'm fine with not having many friends. And it's hard to make friends, especially in the music industry, because we're in 110 different places at one time. So that's why even for me, like, Khalid is such a big deal.
I love that you guys work together. Thanks. I remember seeing you in his video, too.
Young, Dumb, and Broke?
Yeah.
That was the first time we met each other, actually.
Really? How did you guys cross paths?
Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I feel like I probably DM'd him, or he DM'd me, and I was just like, yo, you're the shit. Like, you're fire. And he was like, oh, my God, I'm a huge fan, too. And so we had just been communicating for some time, and then he invited me, and then we just got in the studio somehow.
You went from the video vixen to the features to the collabs. I love that. I love that. So you guys do have this record out, Love Lies.
Yes.
Okay, what is it about? There is one line I can't wait to talk about, but go ahead. What is the record about? It's the line that resonated with me the most. It was when it feels so good, but it's bad for you. Oh. And I'm like, I feel you, girl. Like, I was just listening to it. Like, that was my reaction.
You know, every girl, like, for me, I've definitely been through that situation.
Yeah, that's going to be my next Instagram caption.
Like, being in a relationship, you being so lost and infatuated with that person, but not really stopping to recognize, okay, this...
Because it's confusing, because you think it's good.
Right.
So how do you know that it's not? At 30, I'm still trying to figure it out.
Honestly, for me, based on experience, it's the people you have surrounded by you. The people you're surrounded by, for sure. And making sure that they're looking out for you. And recognizing when you're not being honest or true to yourself. Love is a scary thing.
Have you been in love?
I'm
still trying to figure mine out.
And I ask myself that question because... I'm such a hopeless romantic.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
I'm so desensitized sometimes. But I want love.
I feel like I have been at one point.
I feel like if I was like, I think I would know the answer. And like sometimes I'm kind of like you, just kind of like,
yeah, I
think so.
If you know, you know. And there will be no question. Right? I definitely feel like I have had love.
I think I got real close to it.
It's different with being in love.
And like, you know, like I want to say yes.
Yeah.
But I haven't been there yet. So I'm excited to find out.
And once you find it, it'll answer your question.
Yeah.
About anything else prior to.
And then I'm going to tweet you about it. And I'll be like, remember that one time? I'm in love, bitch. I'm in love. Make a song about me.
I'll be like, find me one.
Right. Yeah. So what is Love Lies about exactly? I heard it earlier today, and I really, really like this record. I love the visual, too.
Thank you. Love Lies it's crazy because going into the process, we didn't know what we wanted to talk about at all. We didn't know what we wanted the sound to sound like. And I think that the first lyric that kind of stuck was, underneath the sunrise, waste a day and spend the night, and kind of inspired everything else. And it's just really about two people that feel the same way about each other, but just questioning. Like, you know how you feel, I know how I feel, but just questioning.
I want to know if I'm right. Did you guys write this together?
We did.
Okay.
Yeah, we were in the same room.
Okay, you could tell.
We started from the ground up.
You could totally tell.
And that's
there's no disconnect within your verse. It doesn't sound like he emailed that to you.
No, not at all. We literally, it was...
I want to high five myself.
And that's rare. Like, for most collabs, most that I've done, and from my experience, I haven't met the person till like the day of a live performance,
right?
The first time performing it, yeah.
And that's so interesting because, like, I think most people they think the artists are in the studio together.
I mean, plus everybody has a busy schedule,
right?
Like, don't always align. So, I mean, it is the reality of it, but
then sometimes you hear a verse that has nothing to do with the chorus, and then you're like,
extra magic.
Yeah.
And I feel like that definitely was translated in the record, and you can hear it.
When you listen to the song, that's why I asked, because I was like, no artist I've really interviewed or in the studio with the artist at the time of recording and writing.
Started from the ground up.
That's really good.
Yeah,
That's
all we
dope.
had was a beat.
Really? Who produced it?
Charlie Handsome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
that's
Taylor Parks was also in the room, but
okay.
so it was the three of us. Right.
How long does it take to create a whole record like that?
For us, we pretty much had everything except for the bridge.
Okay.
The first day.
Wow.
Yeah. It didn't take long at all. We probably got in at I think it was after a rehearsal with the girls that I had. It was 8:00, and we were out by 12.
I read that Missy Elliot is working with you.
Yes.
Okay. How is she? What is she doing? What influence does she have on the project?
Well, we haven't physically been in together yet.
Okay.
But we did have a creative call, just about the direction that I'm going. And she was like, I got a record right now. I was like,
that's so dope.
I was like, damn, that was so quick. But I'm not surprised because it's Missy.
Right.
Missy freaking Elliot.
Right.
And just the fact that she's as excited as I am about this project it's insane.
So we're going to hear, we're used to hearing the Normani Fifth Harmony sound. Mm-hmm. So are we going to get more grimy records from you?
More urban.
I love it.
Just more honest. And I will say we did a damn good job at being as honest as we could, considering we were put together and kind of told this is the direction and this is who you're supposed to be.
Do you feel like you have more control now?
Most definitely.
Yeah. That's a beautiful thing.
For the first time, it's just me.
Yeah.
So I have the freedom to do whatever it is and
oh my
speak from
God.
my heart for the first time.
That's going to be so beautiful once your project is together.
It's like my baby.
Because it's like, this is my story outside of all the ladies.
And no matter the success, at the end of the day, it's something that I'm proud of.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Do we have a date?
Probably
I don't want to pressure you.
Beginning of next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to give myself that.
Yeah.
That.
And it's your first, this is going to be your debut solo album. So this is the shit. Right. Everyone's going to be like.
And everybody's excited too. So.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Do you know of any features for sure that you want on the album?
I really want to work with Daniel Caesar.
Oh my gosh. Yes. I think that would be dope.
That would be really dope. Maybe something like a female vocal moment. I'm thinking me and her. Or there's this other dope artist. Is it Georgia Smith?
Okay,
she's
so
based out of the UK. She's
okay.
Dope. She's dope too.
What's her sound like?
I would say soulful.
Okay.
Yeah, like R&B vibes.
Okay.
Definitely. But I feel like we all bring something different to the table. And just the vocal range and ability, I feel, could be something really special.
That's
I'm
really
like an A&R.
I know, right? You're booking your own feet.
If the artist thing doesn't work out, I could be an A&R.
So, when you want to, have a feature with someone, is it a quick DM, hey? Or does your manager got to talk to their manager, got to make shit happen?
Honestly, I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
But most of the time, it works better when it's artist to artist, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, who influences your sound?
He's looking at me. He's like, yeah, you can take your own notes. Because I'm not the first. It's weird. Especially when you don't physically meet that.
Because, people just assume because you guys are all famous, it's okay.
No.
It's all right.
We all still get, shy.
We don't, and I'm just considering myself another regular person. We don't look at it like that. We look at it when you have clout and you're reaching out to someone else with clout, they're like, oh, clout.
But
and
I think
then it matches.
because I don't recognize, I don't consider myself. I'm still hustling.
Yeah.
I don't really see, Normani from Fifth Harmony. Biggest girl group of the decade. I still get in my head.
So, a couple things, just real quick. How was the Tonight Show? Because I seen you were like, I could do this a million times over and over.
Okay, that was after I finished.
Okay.
After that first take, I was like, oh my God, I actually want to do it again.
Yeah.
But I was nervous that whole day. I didn't eat anything. I was just doing the most.
I would feel like that would make it worse.
It's this battle that I go
yeah.
through with myself up here. It's crazy. The mind is.
But you had Khalid there with you.
I did.
Right? So like
and that's what I told him. I was like, you may have not recognized it, but you really helped make me feel confident enough to be able to kill that for the first time.
That's
that
really
was my
dope.
first. That was my very first performance by myself. And
yeah.
Fallon.
You better go ahead. You better go ahead. Like, I love when you're as young as you are and you chase your dreams and you make it happen. I was 22 when I made it happen for myself. And you know, that shit it's real. It's a hustle and it's a constant hustle. Like, people think we sleep and we don't.
Doesn't happen overnight. No. We're going to sleep, remember? We're gonna sleep.
And finally, the charities you're involved with. I am a victim of cyberbullying.
Yes.
As a grown woman. It happened to me in my career, actually.
It happened to me as well. What was your experience?
About 2 years ago, I got fired from a radio station here. It's actually one of our sister stations. And it was just like they wanted to move into a different direction. But before that, you know, when I came in, I'm Egyptian. And coming into urban radio, I think some people didn't really like it.
Right.
I don't know why. Like, to me, it was just so petty. And they would always, it was 2 girls here. They're no longer here. They would write so many statuses about me on social media. And it would just be like, it would be things like, oh, the flamboyant elephant is off work. Wow. I wonder which nuts she's going to go after today.
Oh, my God.
Yes, and it was just like as if we didn't have the same coworkers. As if I didn't have to come to work every single day. And have to see the people that you're saying this shit to.
Right, right.
So I did it. I endured it for 2 years. And never in my life have I ever been bullied. And so as a grown woman, it's about to make me emotional.
No,
But never as a grown woman have I ever felt like I didn't want to come to work. I didn't want to do the thing I love to do.
Right.
Because I knew as soon as I got off, I was going to see a new status.
Right.
So when I seen that
and when it gets to that point.
My parents had to watch me cry every day coming home from work.
For me, I was actually on tour. And for me, like, I'm very family oriented. So being away from home is already a lot. And emotionally, like, I'm already going through a ton. And there was an interview that I did. It was taken out of context completely. And anyway, I started to get racially...
Oh, no.
Like, cyberbullying. People, like, literally making images of, like, me being lynched and, like, just the ugliest things. And for me to visually have to see that each time I open Twitter or Instagram, it was mainly on Twitter, and having my parents, like, go through that with me. Because they go through it with you, absolutely. They hurt when we hurt. Like, I know how it made me feel, but it's something about being on FaceTime with my dad when he can't physically be there and him feeling, like, helpless in a way because he can't hold his baby girl.
Man, that definitely just...
Yeah.
The Cyber Smile Foundation, that's the one that really stood out to me. Yeah. We're resilient. But then, you know, I think about it and I'm like, those people block their blessings. Right. And we continue to do what we got to do.
Absolutely. And it strengthens us. It sucks that we have to endure.
But I also want people to know that it doesn't just happen in high school and grade school. It happens
and it happens
grown women and grown adults.
Celebrities.
It happens to celebrities. And we're not robots.
Right.
We're human.
We're people. So. And we feel. And we'll never forget how you made us feel.
I could talk to you forever. I'll be back. Normani, thank you so much for joining me in the studio. I'm excited for all your success, the album, the solo project.
Thanks.
Girl, you better go ahead. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'm going to give you an end drum roll, too. Normani in the studio. We wrapping up.
Thanks.
There it is.
That was great.
Power 92.3 FM.